today we're going to get this level 1 bacon hair all the way to level 2550, which is the max level in Blox fruits, and we're going to be using the Mammoth Fruit. Let's get into it. Now, because these fruits are completely brand new, I'm going to show you all the abilities as well. So let's start off on these level 1 bandits. I'm going to show you the Mammoth ability. This is the first one. As you can see, it's a little bit weird, but it works. But without further ado, let's go level up some so we can reach the next island. Let's do it.
Sometimes I play it safe, and you can see it. It's easy for me to show, but sometimes I'm really brave, and that just means that I try again.
Okay, so behind me is the very first boss of the episode. So we're gonna beat this guy with the Mammoth Fruit. Let's get into it. Alright, there we go. First boss beaten. We got a ton of mastery for it as well. And so many levels. Look at them come in. Alright, let's move across to the next island. Let's go. Okay, so now that we have reached level 90, we've moved across to the frozen village, which we need to go here and speak to this guy because we need to buy 3 different abilities. This is the first one, air jump. The next one is going to be aura. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to afford flash step, unfortunately. Yeah, it is 100,000. We are a little bit too broke for that, so we have to go and wait until we can get some more cash. But without further ado, let's go level up some more. Okay, so we're going to use the Mammoth Fruit to defeat the Vice Admiral boss. Let's go.
Creating mountains where the valleys used to be.
Okay, so we are level 250, which does mean it is time to move on to the next island. But before we do that, let's kill all 3 of the prison bosses. Let's go. Okay, so we are level 356. It's time for us to take on the Magma Admiral boss, but we kind of need to find a server with him first, so let's go do that.
Quiet, it feels like it was before. I've been lost just for a moment.
Okay, so we are level 525. Now, technically, I meant to fight this boss at level 500, but I totally did not forget, so let's go do it now. Okay, so behind me is the strongest boss in the first sea, and we're gonna go absolutely obliterate him with the Mammoth Fruit, so let's go!
Within your soul, you know it's all in your head. Being sad doesn't make you smart.
Alright, so if you haven't noticed already, we are currently in the second sea, and it's time to take on the very first boss, Mr. Diamond over here. Let's go.
High, high, higher than the rain. Far from all the voices telling us.
Okay, so we are level 865. It's time to take on the next boss once again. Let's go.
Than the pain. We can make it, we can take it easy. Is this reality?
Okay, so we're finally up to the next boss, which is going to be the gravity boss at level 925. So let's get into it.
Close your eyes. Is it just you who's too proud to let go? All your enemies you keep trying to hide, they don't exist outside of your mind. High, high, higher than the rain. Far from all the voices telling us we can't.
Okay, so I'm re-recording this part because I may or may not have left the music on, and I really don't want to be copyright striked. So, spoiler alert, we absolutely destroyed the Smoke Admiral. Let's go.
Can make it, we can take it easy. Is this reality? We choose what we see. Higher than the rain.
Okay, so now that I'm level 1,500, I actually just want to quickly show you guys all the abilities for Mammoth before I move on. I did promise a showcase, so here we are. Okay, so the first ability is going to be the Ancient Cutter, and it's a pretty good ability. I'm not going to lie. You guys have probably seen it 1,000 times in this video because of me using it a lot. It's really strong. It does a lot of damage. Now, the next one is the True Prehistoric Punt, and this is pretty cool as well. It's pretty much a charge attack that just, like, whacks things. It's not bad. The next one is very similar. It's the Colossal Crusher. I don't really like how they've added, like, kind of two very similar moves to the, like, kind of like three of the moves are all very similar. Okay, and the next one is Stampede, which is going to be the F move. And again, it's very similar. That was kind of buggy as hell. I'm going to show that again. Alright, hopefully it doesn't bug out as badly. There we go. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, there's three charge attacks. I don't know, man. Like, it's a little bit sad, to be honest, that they've added three charge attacks. But it's still a good fruit. Okay, so the next one is going to be the Transformation. This is the best one by far, obviously. It pretty much turns you into the Mammoth. Slowly rendering the assets there. I don't know what was going on. Alright. But as you can see, the Mammoth, like, form is pretty cool. It does look awesome, I'm not gonna lie. It completely changes a couple things. So your dash is completely changed to, like, this weird... I don't really know how to explain this. It's just, like, a different type of dash. It is similar to Buddha. It can jump really high. It can jump way higher, though. And when you land, it does damage as well, which is cool. Okay, so the only move that really changes on the Mammoth when you transform is the Ancient Cutter move, which will just pretty much become a double whammy, which is pretty good. Now, something you're probably wondering is the range for the M1s better? And yes, they're not bad. They're pretty good. Unfortunately, it's nowhere near Buddha. It does a lot of knockback, which is very, very counterproductive for farming. But it's pretty good. Like, you can see I can hit this guy from pretty far away. It's okay. Honestly, the knockback, though, on the last move kind of ruins it a little bit for farming. But it is still pretty solid for farming. It's not bad. It's not terrible. But unfortunately, you have to wait till 300 mastery until you get that. And that takes ages. So I wouldn't recommend it at all. Okay, so without further ado, I've got one last boss to kill before we can move across to the third sea. So we're going to quickly go do that, kill the Redhead King. There we go, talk to him. and then he'll teleport us into this arena where we can beat up the Rip Indra boss. Let's go.
An hour, every hour's like a day.
Okay, there we go. So we beat him. We can just move across to the dock now and completely go across to the third sea. And then we can start the next part of this video. Alright, so all we have to do is just talk to this guy right here. Boom. Yes, please, talk to him. And then we go. We're in the third sea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Okay, so behind me is the very first boss of the first sea. He hasn't spawned yet, but this is where he does spawn, and we're going to absolutely obliterate him with the Mammoth Fruit. Let's go. Alright, so right behind me is where the Island Empress spawns. Now, obviously, she's clearly not here, as you can clearly see. I mean, like, we're probably gonna have to hop server a little bit until we find out, but without further ado, let's kill her. Okay, so this right here is the final boss of the video, but again, we have so much leveling left. We've got like 400 levels still to go, but we're gonna kill this final boss and then just absolutely grind out these last couple of levels. Let's get it done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially done with the Mammoth Noob to Pro. We have completed it. It took a very, very long time, but as you can see, we got there in the end. Wow, level 2,550. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what fruit you want to see next. Bye-bye.